on your thing. What does that say?
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
Aww.
I made it.
Did you really? That's so cute.
There's a jewelry shop in North Hollywood where you can design your own jewelry, you make it out of wax, and then they put it in whatever metal you choose.
Oh.
That's really
cool.
Nate made a really cool ring.
Nate's her boyfriend. They're both taken. Sucks for you, Internet. Hey, welcome to Table Talk. I'm Joe Beretta.
Emily Newton.
I just heard her.
I love how, like, giggle she got. I don't give a shit. She got giggle time.
I just ruined so many boys' days.
I like him. I like him a lot. He's a 6'2" Jew.
And not Ross.
And not Ross.
She's talking about her man. Yes.
6'2" Jew with pearls and just a sarcastic, I would say wit, but it's more of a just complain.
It's Ross Everett.
It's not Ross. Don't start that.
That's all right. Most of the internet.
What would your guys' ship name be? You and Ross.
You and Ross?
Lee Newton. Is that how that works? If one's more dominant?
You would just Lee Newton. Every picture is a picture of you and him crying in the background.
And holding my purse.
Hey, you guys know how this works. You submitted topics via the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter and r/SourceFed on the Reddits. We're just going to jump right in. Okay. Here we go.
Boom.
Here we go. Mason Clark at Mason Clark 3.
A good one. Like this. If tattoos moved like videos, like the pictures from Harry Potter, what tattoo would you get? Now that you said Harry Potter, that's the only thing I can think of to get is like a moving thing from Harry Potter.
That would completely change my opinion of tattoos.
It's like those old cartoons where like Popeye would have like a woman and he would make her dance.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Because normally I wouldn't do tattoos because I feel like I wouldn't love one thing on my body. Like I don't know.
Love everything on your body, Shisha.
Everything forever. But everything that's everything that's on my body now is changing. It changes.
It's changing. You're like, I don't want to get that lady dancing and then that lady's going to be blobbing later.
Exactly. But if the tattoos were supposed to move and you designed how they moved,
I would just like the idea of like tramp stamps where people just get like little guys that are like,
oh, I love that.
poke out your butt?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'd get? I'd probably get like a weird like lotus flower opening and then like have it be a demon. Like be like.
We're like, oh, you can do really cool things, man. This could go anywhere.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
You get some doors. You get like two doors on your heart, and they go, and they open up, and then it's just a heart beating.
That's cool.
How cool would that be?
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would want a wizard that transforms into a dragon.
But where?
Yeah, where?
It doesn't matter. No,
I would love that. Just such a distraction of just like. I'm sorry, is that dragon transforming into a wizard or where am I in the cycle?
It's like a very, very small wizard that transforms into half-face dragon. And goes back to wizard.
That is a mistake.
No way. That'd be so cool.
You could just get like a little dot right here in your nostrils, and it could just grow a mustache.
The dragon face tattoo? Yeah, it terrifies me.
She said it was a wizard that grew into a dragon face tattoo?
I don't think it is. I think it's a dragon going into a wizard face tattoo. I love that.
There's an important distinction.
Yeah, I would get a Patronus. I don't know what my Patronus would be.
Yeah, the word Patronus change into your
and then
Patronus?
change into my Patronus.
Oh,
it would
that's
probably
nice.
be like some like tiny like beagle dog, like hey.
Yeah.
Or it would be legitimately like a dinosaur that was like trying to get a wand but couldn't like make it work.
You could do so much cool stuff. Just like
I know.
Have like the pathway of your veins crawl out like when you're angry. That's
That's something you're gonna see in some futuristic Keanu Reeves movie. Is like some weird like, oh my god, they're moving tattoos, and that's part of the guy's pitch to that stupid fucking movie.
I like it.
I'm like, well, and everyone in this society has moving tattoos.
Boom.
And Keanu Reeves is like, okay,
I like it.
I was working in a flower shop.
Man,
so I'm just kidding.
Tell us your moving tattoos
Yeah,
down
that's
below.
weird.
That's a
Moving
cool
tattoos.
idea. I wish
Right?
that happened.
Oh, guys, this is a pretty legitimate question. Are you
Okay,
ready?
get serious.
Fresh pizza or leftover pizza? That is the question from They Call Me Mo 11.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you
I
have
don't
to
know if
choose?
it's in
Is the
debate.
leftover pizza cold or hot?
Does
that
that's
matter?
a choice too.
I love cold pizza. I do. There's nothing I love more for breakfast than a cold
Yeah,
pizza.
if I had to rank them, I would go fresh pizza,
Yes. Fresh, like
cold
right
pizza,
there, fresh pizza.
reheated old
pizza. Yeah, I would think so.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say the cold reheated old depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Cold pizza is a breakfast thing for me.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's
Right?
like dinner pizza, I don't want it cold. I want to heat it up.
Well, and here's the question too, because this is actually plays an important part. Like shit pizza, like that cardboard Domino shit pizza, cold is like almost
Oh,
better.
really? I feel like
Yeah.
if you don't
Yeah.
eat the cardboard pizza right away,
right away,
it's
you're
pretty
done?
much done.
Okay.
Because it
And
just
you
like
see,
and then
solidifies. It becomes like marble.
cold pizza or like some other like really nice cold pizza. I'm like, I want that hot.
What's everybody's
I don't know,
favorite
I'm
kind of
flipped on it.
pizza?
Like brand or
yeah.
toppings?
Type of like crust and toppings. Like how do
Thick
you
crust.
like to
I'm
make it?
such a big
I'm a
thick
thick crust
baby.
fan myself.
And you know who makes the best? I found hands down, but you can only find them like an hour away from us. Round Table Pizza.
What?
It's the last honest
Okay.
pizza. It's so freaking good.
The last honest
It's
pizza.
the last honest pizza, and it really is. I love Round Table Pizza.
Is that their phrase?
That's the phrase. It's
Okay.
the last honest pizza.
I just thought you just came up with that on the spot. The last honest pizza.
Yeah, it's the last honest pizza. Like that's what I'm so concerned about.
We're the only real one.
I love like one pizza. Like,
I have pepperoni. It's made from real cows.
no, it's Round Table's really good, but I will say that out here, I don't know. Like it all depends on my mood.
It's
again.
hard to find good pizza in LA.
It really is hard.
If I'm
to
gonna
find
go
good
just
pizza.
like ubiquitous fast food chains, I think Pizza Hut is my favorite.
Oh.
Followed by Domino's, which I didn't like as a kid, but
Domino's
they've
is getting
since
better.
changed their
They're getting
crust
better,
and it's
yeah.
all garlicky now. It's real good.
No, Papa John's is actually
Papa
my top
John's
of
is
that. I
my
freaking
go-to
love Papa
cheapy
John's.
brand pizza.
Can't beat Little Caesars $5 pizza.
You can't. You really can't.
It's $5.
You
for
can't.
lunch, and it's hot and ready.
I had a great date once where we like did that. We went to go do something and it didn't work, and then we were both starving. And we're like, let's go get a $5 pizza and a bottle of wine, and we like sat there at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery and we're like, this is fucking awesome.
This is the best thing.
Do you know, I got so upset
people.
once because I was like waiting in line at the DMV all day and I needed to take a time out and get something to eat because it was all day. And the only thing that was nearby was a hot and ready $5 Little Caesars pizza. And I was like, I don't want a whole pizza. Can't I just have a slice? And they said, no, you need to get a whole pizza. And I remember being so upset that I did not want to spend $5 for a whole pizza when really it was just $5.
It's just
I should've
$5.
bought the
There are
whole
other
damn
places they
pizza.
charge you that for a slice.
Yeah, a slice.
I read, we didn't cover it today on SourceFed, but I read an article that said Pizza Hut is now going to be offering pizza by the slice.
Wow.
Really? Well, Domino's does gluten-free pizza out here.
They do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Crazy,
Hook
right?
up my daughter.
Hook up your
You
daughter.
know that because you're dating Ross.
Yeah, That's exactly right. It's gonna start some crazy rumor. His name is Andrew Delman.
His name is Andrew Delman. He is Ross.
He is Ross.
He is Ross.
He is actually a version of him.
his pseudonym.
A virgin Ross?
They Hanukkah together. And by that I don't know what that means.
Anna,
I'm learning.
At TweetGeek3 says, last series that you binge watched. Hashtag
You know what it is, and I talked to you about it because I thought you would really love it. Last series I binge watched was Moon Boy.
you watched a whole I thought it was a new series.
No, it's a new series. It's yeah, he's so good at it.
Joe Beretta.
Oh yeah.
Beretta, Joe Beretta.
All right. No, a Moon Boy. It's so good. It's Chris Pratt and no, it's not Chris Pratt.
No, it's the
Chris
IT
O'Dowd,
guy.
and then it's Chris O'Dowd and this little boy that they got that was so he's the perfect.
He's adorable
He's the
boy.
perfect, and he's like this little adorable boy with an adorable accent. He has like kind of little chubby cheeks. But I literally like sat there and I watched one, then I was like. And now I'm gonna watch every
All of
single.
them.
It was hilarious. It's like a freaking adorable. Watch it. It's on Hulu. But Moon Boy was the last one I watched.
What's yours?
I don't really binge watch. The last thing I watch stuff where I'll watch like 2 episodes, and then the next night I'll watch 2 episodes, and the next night I'll watch. But I don't like to actually sit down and watch like, I would say 7+ episodes in a row.
But like you don't have the time, so technically what
That's
you're doing
why.
is binge watching.
Oh,
It's your
guess.
version of
It's
binge
your version
watching.
of binge watching.
Okay, well then Orange is the New Black and How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I haven't
those are-
started Orange is the New Black
Orange is,
yet.
you're gonna love it.
I have to do that
It's
and
so
House of Cards. I'm
good.
gonna just jump
Oh,
into
House
it.
of Cards is great too.
No, yeah, but I would
And
say
Newsroom.
me and DJ are on the same point of this because DJ's going like this right now, and then he was going like this.
If you guys could see what goes on behind the camera, it's very
he's just
exciting.
His
a
shirt's
lot
off
of
now.
vulgar-
Okay.
Oh God!
Put the
Oh,
shirt
look at
back
those
on, dude.
moves.
Oh.
We do have HR now.
Someone can twerk.
That's a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and a 6th
Sixth
nipple.
Good for you, Deej.
Wow.
No,
do with
I agree. If you're gonna do one, do Orange is the New Black first. Like
Yeah.
by far. out of
Really?
all of
That's
those.
great. Well,
Yeah.
House of Cards is really good too, but Orange
Yeah,
is
but
the New
Orange is the New
Black
Black is just like freaking phenomenal, and you will like it is one of those. I did the same thing. You can't not watch it consecutively. You can't be like one. Well, I'll
You just
wait
one
a
of those
week.
ones
It's
that you
just,
keep
Oh yeah,
going.
you're
Yeah.
like well, click and.
But the last thing I binge watched 7+ in a row was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh well.
Oh, really?
And that's because I had the time.
My most recent one that I started and finished wasn't a big one, but it was like watching 6 movies, and that was Sherlock.
Yeah, I did that too. I
Amazing.
watched.
I
It's
need to
so
do that.
good.
That's on my
I
list of
started
to
it
do.
over again because a friend of ours hadn't watched it, and I was like, "Oh, we're watching
Yeah.
it." And
There was
then
only one bad episode in the whole thing.
Which one did you think was a bad one?
The Hounds.
Hounds of Baskerville. I know.
The Hounds
you know
of
what? I
Baskerville
think it was
episode
because
is
they were
meh.
trying to get the Baskerville thing in there.
It was forced.
But
I
it
didn't
felt
like that
really
one.
forced. I thought so too.
But what I'm currently binge watching with my wife is the Doctor Who, the new the new series that recently started. So the whole thing. So we got through
really?
Eccleston. We're in the middle of Tennant. We're almost
Tenant's
done.
my favorite,
We're almost
hands
done with
down.
Tennant. He's about to go.
So far, what did you think?
and
Are you Eccleston or?
I'm equal on both of them. I think I'm actually.
See, I
I
like
think I'm
Tennant.
partial to Eccleston.
Yeah,
I wish
a lot of
he
people are.
had more time.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
wish he
people
didn't
are.
make the choice to walk away.
He's
right
just
away.
like he's endearing. I feel like he got it started for me, and then I got into Tennant more because I like the storylines
Yeah.
maybe more.
He makes
I like
yes.
Eccleston.
Yeah.
Eccleston makes you just leaves you wanting more. Maybe that's the
Yeah.
best way to leave a series is to like
It's
God, I
true.
want to see just a little bit more. Interesting thing I read about Tennant recently is that he wanted to be the Doctor since like he was 7. He was a child. His life's
that's
dream
cool.
was to be the Doctor.
I'm
That's
gonna get
really
emotional.
cool.
And he
I
got-
love that.
Yeah, it wasn't even going there for a while. There was that hiatus that it wasn't even
Yeah.
like being made, and he came.
Can you imagine?
He grew
just,
up to
like,
be
love
the
that?
Doctor.
Oh, I love that.
That is nuts.
What would you like if you could be like?
That's what I was just gonna
remake
ask
or
you
something?
guys. Yeah, what's the one thing that you always wanted to do to be?
Ride the slides in the Goonies. That's it. That's when I was a
Really?
kid.
That's
I just wanted to
amazing.
go down the water slides in the
That's
Goonies.
amazing.
Bravo.
That's
Mine
it.
is. Mine it's just say live from New York is Saturday.
Yeah,
night.
that's a good one too.
Oh,
That was
yes,
one
it
that like
is.
That's like
I
all I've ever wanted to do.
recently
and even
wanted
now
to.
I'm like, do I still want to do that? Like, I don't know. But that was like from like 10 and on, I was like, I just want to say that. Even if
Yeah.
I just, and the person like says
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
It'll be like, that would be my make-a-wish, my adult
What about
make-a-wish.
you?
I always wanted to be this super overdramatic movie starlet. Like when I was little, I was obsessed with Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
and,
you
like,
would be, you would
That's
be that
what
lady.
and that's why I'm in LA
You
pursuing
wanted to be
acting.
crazy. She wanted to
But
be
then,
crazy.
but then they changed the style of acting. Thank you, reality TV, and it's so realistic now that kind of gone are the days.
You
of,
wanted to be
"Ah!"
like
I
dramatic.
want yes. That's why I got a theater degree because I love it. Let me be overdramatic all the time.
I was watching something. We were watching some. Oh, it was a Tony Award. Some woman accepting a Tony Award, and it was so like I was like, oh God, like she was
She
like
was such a
she
theater
said-
person.
and I won't read, but it was literally like she was like she got up and she was like. John F. Kennedy said, and you're like, what?
Screaming out.
And she was like, the quote didn't even make sense. Like she was like,
Amazing.
art is depicted in a way of life happening constantly, and you're like,
But she had perfect
no.
diction.
Yeah, and,
Yep.
but I didn't understand like what the quote had to do with her
Hilarious.
winning. But she was
Man.
just like so like.
I will say it. I can't couldn't, and I don't know if I still can stand like the stereotypical theater person
Yeah.
slash kids. Like I couldn't.
You're not. You think you are. You're not.
I
But
just
I have a
couldn't.
lot of friends.
That's
that
fine. I
live
just
in
could
that
never get on
Then
board
we
with it.
couldn't be friends. With
Always
them.
on. You're just having a normal conversation with him. You're like, hey, what are you getting for lunch? I am going to have milk.
And because
It's not a normal choice for somebody my age, but I shall drink
Yeah.
milk.
I find it hilarious.
No,
I'm
I
on
can't
board
do
with
it.
it
I'm
all
with
the
Joe.
time. I
I'm
think
with
it's
Joe.
amazing.
So I always liked the people that you would stumble across in theater, like the world of theater, that were just kind of
Yeah.
like normal and liked
Yeah,
acting
yeah.
and liked performing. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
It's just the people that can't turn it off.
that was my whole
guy.
group of friends in college.
Oh.
All of my friends in college.
would-
I remember
I
we
couldn't
had our
do
own
that.
section of the cafeteria because, you know, most people don't like to be around the theater people. So we had our own
Yeah.
section of the cafeteria in college. And I remember spending lunches after lunches trying to learn how to do the cup thing around the long cafeteria table. You know,
What?
the like...
Oh,
That,
the game.
you spent a lot of time on that?
We spent like a whole week of lunches
like-
trying to learn it. And we got so fast by the end. But I'm sure every other kid in the cafeteria was like, God damn those theater
See,
people!
but I can stand somebody being like, okay, I want to get this down. It's not really a skill, but it's kind of a skill.
you
I
guys-
messed up.
you
But
didn't
you
do-
were
you were
like,
like-
I am doing the cup. Oh, drat. I mistook that
Everybody
move. Watch me again as I slightly improve. Here we go.
Yeah.
End scene.
Yeah.
No, no one really says end scene in real life.
I've heard it. I've heard it happen.
Trisha, would you like to read one?
Yes, I would
Go.
love to. Thank
I love her
you.
little. This guy's drunk.
I know.
That's the
Nice.
last table talk that
Or
I was in. They
depressed.
said that it was stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a mug.
I'm just a mug.
Leasing Rock 21 says, "What's your favorite Pixar movie? Mine is Ratatouille."
Mine is Monsters, Inc.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I need to be caught up on them because I haven't seen Frozen yet.
Frozen isn't
And-
Pixar. That's Disney. Like
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So you're good?
Just kidding, everyone.
If Tangled was Pixar,
Mine is Up.
Up's good too. If Tangled was Pixar, hands
mine's-
down my favorite.
I think. Oh, really? Because I love Tangled too. Your daughter let me borrow Tangled.
It's
and
amazing.
it was really, really
Tangled
good.
is really
Tangled's
good.
my-
But Tangled's not Pixar.
I know
No,
that's what I'm
like you said,
saying.
if
If
it
it was, it's my favorite Disney movie now.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing.
I get made
feel
fun
like
of for saying that. I'm
No,
so
it's
glad.
amazing.
I agree
I'm glad
too.
you feel that too.
Because I feel like that was the first like actual like woman that I was like, oh, I totally get her. Instead of being like
Physical
you know.
comedy in it, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
And
so
And the
good.
prince in it's hilarious.
Yeah, I did a BuzzFeed quiz. That's who my Disney prince was.
Ooh, was it him?
Flynn Rider.
Ross
Yeah.
Eckert.
You're Flynn
Yeah.
Rider.
Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. Let me date your baby. It's gonna be one of those little things. Let me date your
I
baby.
don't know what to do. I'm falling for Prince Jew.
That's even.
Wow, that's your
That's what you
Disney
started.
That's your
song.
Ross Eckert.
That's our, yeah, that's me. I'm falling for Prince Jew. Oh, he's gonna be so mad when he knows he's Prince Jew. That's gonna be heartbreaking.
It's all right. Last week or the week before, Steve told everybody I was married and pregnant. So
But-
that's a thing. now.
That's a good
You
one.
know, I mean,
Okay, so back to
he's not
Pixar.
far, no, I'm just kidding.
Mine is Monsters Inc. I've always
Mine
loved
is.
it.
I'm with Shish.
Yeah,
I'm
what's yours? Up is also Up
because
is so
it just
emotional.
kills
Up is
me.
so good.
But I will say, and this is a close
Close?
second. It's a close 2nd. Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is amazing.
Oh my God, DJ's saying it. And you know
DJ
what?
sang
I'm
Wall-E.
stupid, Wall-E. I fucking love Wall-E.
Wally's not my favorite. I think
I
Wally's
love
good
the
for
first.
Wall-E.
I love the first 45 minutes
Yeah,
of Wall-E.
That's what
Yeah.
most people say.
I
I just
love
feel like
Wall-E, but-
it's two different movies for me,
Yes.
and I like both of the movies. I've got no
I
problem.
get
with
it
them.
too, because I do think it had like such a strong message. I really
Mm-hmm.
do think it did have a strong message, but it wasn't. And I really liked Wreck-It Ralph too. I loved Wreck-It Ralph, but
That's Disney as well.
That's not
Pixar.
Pixar.
guys, you know what? I don't know what Pixar is. Okay, can we all just agree on that? I have no idea what Pixar
I watched
is.
Bugs Life recently. That movie's good. It's really
I
good.
haven't
You
seen
need to
Bugs
watch it
Life
again.
in
Foley.
forever.
I love the crap out of Dave Foley.
Yeah, he was good in it,
I
too.
love him in every
I
way,
like
shape,
the
or
Bugs
form.
Life show at Disneyland.
Oh, I've never seen it. Is it good?
Really?
It's
Is
in
it good?
Disney California Adventure, and it's one of those like old school Honey I Shrunk the Audience where it like
Yeah.
pokes you in
Oh,
the
yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
sprays stuff on
Oh.
you.
Oh yeah, and it smells flowers and like this. And
See,
it's like, yeah,
you
Like
I
that
know, yeah.
crappy Shrek ride at Universal
Oh,
Studios.
that, Universal Studios itself is like
I haven't
it's
been-
that
yeah.
weird girl that you take to prom because you're like, well, I forgot to ask anyone to go to prom, so I guess I'll take her. And then she's like, hi. You're like, God.
I've got Transformers.
Is that true for Universal in Florida though? I remember Universal in Florida being better.
I bet that one's better.
I bet that one.
Universal
yeah, 'cause that was, like,
out
the first
here.
one. And Universal out here is
Yeah.
a joke, except for the Jurassic Park ride, which is the only thing that I would ever.
Oh, that's
take
that
anyone
big
on.
log flume one.
Yeah.
Right?
The lot tour is cool too.
Depending on your tour guide. Your tour guide can make that awesome.
Hi, welcome back to.
What is your favorite smell and or is one scent that you cannot stand? For example, I hate the smell of ketchup. So what's your favorite smell and the one you don't like? We're not going to talk about this forever because DJ is... Put your nipples away, DJ!
God, man. Oh, man, that's 3-3.
I did it! I hit the camera twice! The camera loves me! I don't need the camera because I have theater!
Oh, God.
Sorry, I exited the wrong way!
Don't you ever think that you're like, oh man, my kid's gonna be a theater kid?
I taught kids theater camp for years, and those kids are delightful.
I bet they are.
They're
I was
delightful.
one.
My weird, like the one that automatically comes to my head that I love is sulfur. Like when you strike a match.
Yeah.
Yes,
that.
I
I
love,
love that smell. I love burning
Love
things.
that. I love fire.
And the thing, smell that I can't stand, eggs. When people make eggs in the
You
house.
hate eggs in general, though. You hate
Makes
eggs
me
in
want to
general.
burn things.
Like
Joe
eggs?
hates eggs.
You burn
Elliot
eggs?
hates the shit out of tomatoes. So does Steve.
Yep.
Elliot and Steve hates mayonnaise.
No
Joe hates
tomatoes.
eggs. But I'm trying. That's why you hated that what Ross was eating. Ross was eating. Ross is notorious for having horrible smelling food.
Prince Jew brings the worst food
Prince Jew.
to the office
He really-
every day.
He's notorious. He's that kid. That's
Yep.
like, okay. I would say I agree with the sulfur thing because I can't necessarily think of something that I absolutely love. But you know what it is? It's orange blossoms because it literally like takes me back immediately to childhood. Sitting
That's
underneath
good.
we used to sit underneath my grandma's orange tree and like literally just eat until we vomited or had massive diarrhea.
Okay, well, those are good memories.
What a treasure! No, but we would like eat so many of those are like kumquats and they're the same kind of flavor. So orange blossoms are amazing because it reminds me of childhood. And then one I can't stand is there's a really shitty cologne out. It's not that shitty. I think it's just like it harkens to really horrible people in my life. But it's what's it called? Light blue.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh,
You know what
Dolce
I'm
and
saying?
Gabbana.
Dolce and Gabbana light blue.
Light blue. That's a woman's.
And it was
That's a women's
it's a women's one,
fragrance. Or are
and
you
that's
talking
what I'm
about the
saying. It was
dude's
like there
one?
was a girl that used to wear it that would like, but she'd I mean, like, drench herself in it. And it was one of the, I had to work
Wow.
next to her, and so it was one of those where, like, I would literally get a headache every single day. And I remember talking to her about it, and, like, trying to be very just like, hey, like, I know it sounds crazy, but I get migraines, and I'm wondering if you can blah, blah, blah. Because I had a manager that
Lay
wouldn't,
off
like,
on the perfume,
wouldn't sack up,
please.
because I was like, hey, can we, like, you know, this is a eating environment. Like, we probably shouldn't be smelling like a tanka. And she got so violently angry at me, and I think she went overboard, like, tenfold. So then, like, literally the next day, I was like, oh!
She just dumped it.
Yeah, it was like, but it's now, like, when I
sucks.
smell it, I get nauseous. I get, like, literally, like, my head immediately starts to hurt, and I'm like, oh.
That's
it.
Sucks. I have
Just
to
go.
say mine's a tie between lavender, vanilla, and fresh cut grass.
Wait, you like all of those, or you hate them?
I like them all. Lavender,
Fresh
vanilla,
cut grass is really
and
good.
fresh cut
It's like
grass.
wet pavement.
Yeah. Oh, I love what.
Yeah,
pavement.
one
After
for
a
a
fresh
similar
rain.
reason, Elise. It reminds me of being home.
Yeah.
And my worst smell is trash. A stinky trash can. I
That can be
cannot
bad.
deal.
You know, it's really bad. Death. Have you ever smelled death?
Death is also bad.
when's the last time you smelled death?
There was a dead rodent, or massive rodent, in a bathroom at the theater that at Groundlings, and we were literally, all of us walked in and we're like, that's something dead. Like, have you ever smelled dead? Like, that is literally by far the worst. I can't even imagine a dead human, like what the smell of that must be.
Everyone panic! There's a dead rat in the theater!
no!
What shall we do?
I was gonna say, I bet there were theater people there at Groundlings.
There were.
Yeah.
Comedy comedians.
You guys let us know your smells and stuff down in the comments down below.
Yes.
Thank you for watching Table
Thank you
Talk.
for watching. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
So important.
I have lots of fun theater friends, and they don't do this.
Get theatery with us. Come on.
Get theatery
Come
with
on.
you?
Turn it on. Here we go. Trisha's
2,
gonna say bye
3,
in
4.
theater
Goodbye
style.
in theater.
Thank you for watching Table Talk.
That was just James Earl
like
Jones.